So I'm looking at 628 when it says to refactor and create the player class, and the player should store the current room. It's not really clear from here, but if you think about it, you're going to run into trouble if you're storing the room in two different places, because the player and the because you could be setting the current room here and forget to set it over there. I mean, this is a part of the design of code is designing with human error in mind. That humans are fallible, and we forget stuff, and we type things wrong and things like that. So as you're designing your programs, you want to design them in a way that will minimize the introduction of defects. Okay? So one way to do that is, if you're going to have a piece of information like the current room, what room the player's in at a particular time, just store it in one place. Okay? And the player is the logical place to store it. But what that means is that we have to take all references of the current room out of the game class and make sure that we're just storing them, that just the player is keeping track of them. Okay, so, and actually, I don't see any reference to the player in here. Oh, okay. Okay, so the other thing you want to do here is the player should be a field, so that you can reference the player in different places in the game class. So I'm going to cut this business out, and I'm going to stick the player here and make it a private field. Okay, and then we'll instantiate the player. Let me cut this. We'll instantiate the player here. Okay, so now we can reference the player anywhere, and that's kind of what we want in order to be able to move the current room field completely into the player class. So let's see where we have. Well, one way to do this actually is just comment this out and see if this compiles first of all. Okay, so right now it's compiling fine, but let's see what happens when we get rid of this declaration and see where things break, and then we can figure out how to use this current room instead of this one. Okay, so if I say compile, so the first place we see that things break is right here where it says current room equals outside. So what we could do here is we could just have a method that sets the current room. So we have a get current room. We could have public void, like how about set current room? And we'll set it to some room. And say current room equals room. Okay, and so that compiles, and then we can say here, now that the player has a set current room method, let me copy that, and instead of setting this variable, we'll set the current room that the player has by saying player dot, I'm going to paste it in here so I don't typo. I do a lot of cutting and pasting because, again, human error, things get typed wrong. So it helps to cut and paste. It reduces defects. Okay, compile. All right. So now we have in our welcome, we have current room dot get description. So how can we deal with that? We could actually, have a, in the player class, we could have a long description method, right? So we could say, let's see. How are we doing this now? So right now, right, okay, yeah, let's do that. Let's write a get long description, and it's going to be very similar to the one that the room class has. At least the signature for it is going to be the same. So we're going to do get long description. So I'm going to copy this. The difference is, paste, that we're going to use the current room's long description. So we're actually going to return, let me copy this, and I'm going to paste that. Oh. We're going to return the get long description for the current room. Okay, so let's see if that compiles. Yep. Alright, so now in the game class we could just say, instead of current room long description, we can say player get long description. Okay, and then we'll get the player's long description. I'm gonna get rid of this. So you demonstrated already that this code works fine without this, so we don't need this anymore. I'm just gonna get rid of it. So now let's see where's the next place that we break, if we break any place else. Okay, here. Okay, again, we saw player dot get long description. We did that, and that's it. Okay, so now we have the current room in only one place. Now let's see if that fixed the problem that we had. Oh, we can get rid of this one too, right? Let's see if that fixed the problem or if there's more we need to do here. New game. Play. Oh, get out of this. I want to clear this out first. All right. Okay, play. Now if I say go south, see if that works. Oh, it works. Okay, so we're good. So just the fact that we made sure that we were consistent and using only one copy of current room, we fixed that problem. All right. So okay, so I think we're about ready to start working on take. So we'll try picking up take again on the next video.